Hello, welcome to another discussion of site survey. I am Steven Slumbu, so you take and go courage. Today we are going to look at traverse area calculations, and we'll start with standardization. So, like we said that the field observation that we do carry out using the tape measure are normally defective. They contain some errors. So there is need to do some standardization. In fact, there are so many errors that come with the tape measuring. But now we in particular, we are going to look at the standardization. This standardization, we are looking at when we try to compare the field tape with the standard tape, and then note the difference. So after we've done the measurement, then that has to be brought, or that has to be corrected to have a true length. Otherwise, leaving the field measurement using the defective tape and corrected may result into poor and unreliable survey outcomes. So one of the questions that we have for this particular exercise, we are assuming that we've measured a line that is 126 meters with a 20-meter tape, which was found to be 20.24 meter long when standardized. So in this case, we are asked to determine the true length of the line that was measured. So to work out the true length of the line measured, we use the formula true length is equal to measured length times the length of the tape over the standard length. So substituting the figure that we've been given in the question into the formula, we have 126 meters times 20.24 meters divided by 20 meters. So after you've done your calculation, the answer should come to 127 meters, 127.512 meters. So this is our answer that we've realized after making the calculations using the calculator. However, sometimes you may not, that is if it is in an examination setting, it's not always that you will be asked to determine maybe the true length or even the actual survey exercise. You may not, you may be interested to determine the accumulative error that you've realized after doing your survey exercise. So it is important, whether for office purposes or maybe for the examination purposes. So if you have been asked to determine the error, you simply find the difference between the true length and the measured length in the field. In this case, you subtract 126 from 127.512 meters. So we've worked out as 1.512 meters as the error that realized from 126 meters from our traverse exercise. Sometimes you could have done your calculations and or worked out the area of the field. For example, if you were traversing a plot or the land or the playground or whatever the field that you were traversing, and then you have calculated the area using those wrong measurements. So how do you correct the area? How do you come up with the true area? So to come up with the true area, like in the question that we've been given, that is a plot of a ground was measured by a 30-meter tape, which was found to be 30.06 meters when standardized. The area of the plot was surveyed using the defective tape. It was calculated as 5.2 hectares. What was the true area of the plot? So to determine the true area of the plot, then we use the formula area times the field tape length over the standard tape length. Then we square the quotient over the field tape length and the standard tape length. So this should give us the true area. So substituting the values that we've been given in the question into the equation, we have 5.2 hectares times 30.06 divided by 30, then square the quotient. We will have the answer 5.2 times 1.004004 hectares, and the final answer in that case is 5.22 hectares. That is if we correct the answer to the nearest two decimal places. So you need to do the following exercise to gauge yourself whether you've understood whatever calculation that we are making. So the questions are as follows. The first question: calculate the length of a 165 meter distance, which was measured using a 30 meter tape, which was found to be 30.08 meters. So that should read 30.08 meters when standardized. So you're supposed to work out the true length of 165 meter distance that was measured. And the second question is a playground was measured using a 20 meter tape and was found to be 20.02 meters. There again is 20.02 meters when compared with the standard tape. The area of the playground was calculated as 6,300 square meters. What was the true area of the playground? So try these two questions to see whether you've gained something from our discussions. Until we meet again next time, goodbye.